Donna's setting you up. Thanks, Donna. All right, Wendy, I'm muting you. I can't see you, but
Thank you.
I'm assuming you can see me.
Good morning.
So, here we go. Phone. Okay. All right. Have you heard of John O'Donohue? John O'Donohue. He was an Irish poet, philosopher. He was a priest for a while, deeply spiritual human. And he wrote a book called Bless the Space Between Us, which are blessings for all different situations. So there's a blessing for a death, there's a blessing for a life, there's a blessing for a day, there's a blessing for a holiday, there's a blessing for a new relationship, for the end of on and on. So lots of blessings.
He's Jewish?
He is not Jewish.
Blessing for everything.
You have a blessing, yes. Many blessings. Many traditions have many blessings, yes. So I want to read you part of his blessing for waking. And this felt pertinent to me as I was sitting when I get up, I have a cup of tea. You probably have some ritual that you do in the morning. So I sit outside on my front step and have a cup of tea. And I was reflecting on the last time I was here. I ended up with COVID. So about 3 weeks ago, I'm completely fine, negative. And then my daughter was here visiting for 3 weeks, but we had COVID and she didn't have COVID, so we were quarantining and masking in the house, and then we went on vacation to the Cape, and my son joined us, and then she got COVID, and it was just, one of those situations that occurs in life. As you all know, there are situations in life. So I'm sitting there having my cup of tea, and I read this and I think, oh, here's what I read. I give thanks for arriving safely in a new dawn. And just that's enough. Here I am in this new day. I'm still here. I'm still present. That's enough. So all of the agita and angst and frustration is, in a way, it exists, but here's the context. I'm here. It's a new day. That's good. And he goes on to say, for the gift of eyes to see the world, the gift of mind to feel at home in my life, the waves of possibility breaking on the shore of dawn, the harvest of the past that awaits my hunger, and all the furtherings this new day will bring. And I thought, well, what is a furthering? What is a furthering that this new day will bring? Is it that I further myself by doing something better, or harder, or more, or out of my comfort zone? Like, what is the furthering? And then I wondered if perhaps the furthering was not necessarily that, but maybe the furthering was just pulling myself into being more present, more here, more tasting my tea, more seeing the sky, more breathing the air, more really being present in this dawn that I have been gifted. That there is a day that I am here, this day. So furthering myself into the experience of the day with whatever was to show up, another bout of COVID, whatever it is, just to be here now and experience whatever it is that comes. Because the purpose of practicing yoga is for connection. And it's not connection necessarily, though it is, to other people. It's connection to ourselves and to our lives. And how do we connect is sometimes by disconnecting from all the busyness and all the worry and all of the agendas to just be. To not do, but to just be. And do. And whatever. But just saying that the furthering is not necessarily doing something harder or better. Sometimes it's backing off to further our presence. So as we move through our yoga practice this morning, I wanted to invite each of us to further in whatever way you need today to further. And offer gratitude for this day in which we can further. So, please take an upright seat. Anchor down into your feet and your hands and yourself. Close your eyes. And just invite yourself into presence, into quietness. Begin to deepen your breath. In yoga, we seek to breathe through the nose. Of course, if you're stuffy, breathe through your mouth, but we breathe through the nose, both the inhale and the exhale. So just take a few breaths, settling yourself. And as you know, lengthening the exhalation stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you to relax. It moves the body into a rest and digest. So begin now to count a silent count for your breath, counting 4 as you inhale and 6 as you exhale. So your exhalation is going to be 1.5 times the length of your inhalation. So just like a silent metronome in your head. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. And with each of these slightly longer exhalations, see if you can feel your buttocks get heavier on the seat, your feet heavier on the floor, your hands heavier in your lap. Everything arriving, grounding, and becoming steady, present, and clear. Take one more of these longer, slower exhalations. And then join your palms together in front of your heart, and we'll chant the sound Om 3 times to begin. Please take a deep breath in. Releasing your hands back to your thighs. Tip your right ear over towards your right shoulder without lifting the right shoulder up. Feel the stretch in the left side of your neck. Lengthen the right side of your body from hip to armpit. Roll your chin down to your chest. Pause here. Take a breath. And then roll the left ear over towards the left shoulder. Keep the left side of the body from shrinking or collapsing. Roll the chin back down to the chest. Right ear to the right shoulder. Staying here, lift up the right hand, rest it lightly on the left side of your head, just adding a little bit of weight into the stretch, not pulling, not yanking, just inviting a slightly deeper stretch. Release the right hand back down to the lap, roll the chin to the chest, pause, head heavy. And then left ear over towards the left shoulder. Float up the left hand, rest it lightly on the right side of the head. Try not to lean to the left, so it's just your head going. Kathy, bring your hand here, yeah. Take another breath. Release the hand, roll the chin to the chest, pause there. Lift your chest up, just the chin is releasing down. Take a deep breath in. Feel what you feel in this moment, physically, mentally, emotionally, on all levels. Just be present with what you feel. With gratitude that there is a day in which you can feel and can notice. And then lift the head up in line with the spine. Good. All right. Shift yourself to the very front edge of your chair. Stretch your right leg out so you're on your right heel. Move right to the edge of the chair. Hold on to the edges of the chair. And then lift from hips to armpit. Roll your shoulders back. Lift up through your chest. And then hinge yourself forward. So a couple options here depending on your level of flexibility. You can continue to hold the chair for stability. You can bring your hands to your left thigh. You can bring your hands to the floor. So just wherever it is that you go, there's not a better place or a worse place. What will further your stretch might not be the most intense way you move. Still on your heel, your right heel, try to bring the sole of your foot down to touch the floor without bending your knee. So you're stretching across the top of your right foot. Then peel the toes back and press out longer through your heel. Push your heel down into the mat to engage the calf muscle so you're not locking back into your knee, your right knee. Take a deep breath in. And lift yourself all the way back up. Step the right foot in and pause and feel. It's present here. Then stretch out the left leg. On your heel. Take both hands to your left leg. The right hand is going to roll the inner thigh down towards the floor. The left hand is going to pull the outer thigh up. So you're doing an internal rotation of the leg without moving the foot. So really what we're working on is the thigh bone in the hip socket and all the muscle tissue internally rotating. Yeah. Spread the toes, lift up through your spine, and as you exhale, again hinge forward. So this leg might be different. So maybe you're holding the chair or hands on the thigh, hands on the shin, hands on the floor. Go where you go. And as you're going, wherever you're going, furthering, keep pressing the left heel down and dragging it back. So the calf muscle of your left leg is firm as you stretch it. Take a deep breath in. Then point the toes down towards the floor and stretch across the top of your foot. Breathe. Peel the toes back. Sit yourself all the way up and step the foot back in. Okay. Take a block and a strap. And I'm going to turn sideways for my Zoom friends so they can better see. So here's where we're going. We're going to take the right heel up to the block, sitting right at the edge. So you're going to have to adjust where the right heel is. You have your strap handy. Straighten the right leg all the way. Use your two hands on your right leg to internally rotate. Pull the sit bone out wide. Michael, do you have a strap or something to use for a strap? Yep, okay. And do you have something to use for a block? You should always travel on vacation with all of your yoga props. Okay. Take the strap around the ball of your foot. So your leg is internally rotated. And now you press the heel down and drop back. So if you can see my knee, I'm a little hyperextended. I can jam my knee down towards the floor. Or if I press my heel into the block and pull it back, I'm not micro bending my knee. I'm just coming to straight by engaging my calf. So this is a very active stretch. Lift up through your spine with a flat back. Hinge forward any amount. So this might be a deeper stretch in the back of the leg. The back is flat and you're hinging from the hip crease as far forward as you go. And the way we're furthering is not by necessarily bending further, but we're furthering by bringing more awareness to how we're engaging the muscles, how we're organizing the pose, how we're lining ourselves up. So it's really, yeah, good, Nancy, a hinge at the hips. Take 2 deep breaths. And then sit yourself all the way up. Remove the strap, keep the foot. Take your right hand to your left knee and your left hand to hold the chair behind you. And twist to your left. When you twist to your left, notice how your right hip wants to shift forward a little bit. So tack the right hip back and down. Lift up through the spine, lift up through the heart. Take a deep breath in. And inhale, untwist. Last thing with the block on the right leg, 2 options. 1, ankle across knee. For those of you who that's too intense, foot on block, knee bent. So right foot crossing or bending in some way. Yeah. Bend the knee, Mark. Pull the block in and bend the knee so the right knee's pointing out to the right. Bend your knee more. Bend, bend, bend. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then 2 hands, cross the wrists, catch your opposite inner thigh with your 2 hands. So your left hand's got the right side, your right hand's got the left side. You're still crossed. Doing okay, Nancy?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to roll the thighs down and push them wide. Down towards the floor and wide. And then lift up more through your spine. So you're pushing down and wide. And lean forward. So this, you keep going. This internal rotation I'm talking about is basically this internal rotation. This is external rotation. This is internal rotation. So though your leg is making an external rotation shape, your right leg is doing an external rotation. You're adding an internal rotation with your hands, not pulling up, but pushing down and pushing wide. And that gives a little bit more space in the pelvis, in the thigh bones for the stretch. Very good. Inhale, come up. And we're going to switch to the other side. So move the block over to the left. You'll need your strap. It's a straight leg to start. Right at the edge of the chair. Strap around the foot. So these are the steps to further awareness in the stretch. Step 1, we just take a breath. We remember gratitude that we're here today on the planet, present. Step 2, we engage the muscles. What are we looking at?
Somebody coming in?
Okay, she'll wait.
Oh, no, it's,
Yeah, it's Tanya.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so engage the muscles. And then roll the inner thigh down and wide. Scoop the tailbone in. And then lean yourself forward, pressing the heel down so that the back of the knee does not lock or hyperextend. And you stretch deeply. Back straight, shoulder blades on your back. Good. Doing great. And just present with what you feel. It's so easy to check out, to start thinking about this or that. Further yourself into presence, into awareness. Take 2 more breaths. And then removing the strap, sit yourself up. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand to the chair. And try not to move your pelvis. Keep everything stable. Lift the spine out of the pelvis and then twist it. Bob, keep your foot up on the, yeah. Deep breath in. Good. Slow breath out. Looks good, Michael. Nice, Wendy. And then in your next inhale, come back to center. All right, now we're going to do the external rotation of the left leg. So either crossing over the right knee or step the leg in and rest on the block. Is that not painful, Herb? No, okay. Cross the forearms. Flex the foot, the left foot. Catch the inner thighs. Roll down and wide. So basically this is what you're doing. You're rolling like this. Internally rotating manually. So using your hands to create more space. And in that more space, furthering, lean forward a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Good. And then inhale, sit yourself up and release the foot to the floor. Move the block out of your way. Take your hands to your knees. And take some cat-cow breaths, arching and rounding. Deep breath, spine rounding back, spine arching in and forward. And as you're moving, feet steady. Feel your buttocks on the chair. The breath flowing in and flowing out. I'm grateful for this dawn, for being here in this dawn. 1 more breath. Good. And then bring yourself up to center. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to stand up, hands free. Step your feet back a little bit. Feet flat on the floor. Lean forward and stand up. Good. Sit halfway back down, not all the way. And in this halfway seat, We'll go through those steps again. Firm the muscles. Roll the inner thighs, not with your hands, but I'm going to show you with my hands. Down and back, so down and wide, pushing your sit bones wide. Pull pubic bone up towards your navel, tailbone down towards the chair without sitting. And then push from your pelvis all the way down into your feet and all the way up and out through your spine, and you still have your knees bent. And we're breathing and it's strengthening and the heart is lifting and we're furthering into this day. You can stay here with your hands at your heart. You can stretch your arms overhead into chair pose as you wish. Go a little bit lower. Shift the hips a little further back and then stand all the way up. Release the arms down. Take a breath. So I'm going to show you where we're going next, and you can decide if you want to be at the wall or not. So one option is to stand with your back against the wall, and then we're going to take the foot up onto the chair. So this is just for balance. You can have your back resting against the wall, so just turning your chair into the middle of the room the way Herb is doing, or you don't need to use the wall. So just turn your chair. Kathy, just turn your chair like Herb's. Yeah. Grab your strap. And then your right foot is going to go up on the chair with the legs straight. Good. All right. Look down at your left foot. And if it's turned out a little bit to the side, put your right foot back down, adjust your left foot so it's pointing straight ahead, and then take the right foot back up. This is a balance pose. So first thing we do is we breathe. Let go of any tension we don't need. Bob, straighten the leg as much as you can. Pull the toes back up towards you. Yeah. Push the right heel down. Try not to lock into the back of the right knee. And then bring the sole of the right foot down towards the chair. Keep the leg straight, so you're stretching across the top of the leg. Peel the toes back. And then lasso your foot with the strap. Keeping the leg firm, roll the inner right thigh down towards the floor, the outer right hip down towards the floor, and then lean forward. Now you can rest your hands on your right shin. You can rest your hands on the chair if you reach. You can stay upright and not rest your hands down. You can hold on to the wall behind you. You can lean your buttocks against the wall behind you. Take 3 deep breaths. One more breath. Lift yourself up. Put the strap around your neck just so it's easy to find. Take your left hand to your right thigh and your right hand to your right hip. Now hold really steady and begin to twist your torso only to your right. Torso to your right. Straight right leg. Straight left leg. Internal rotation on your right leg. Lift up through your spine. Perhaps stretch your right arm straight out behind you. If you've got a wall there, you can hold the wall. It's very handy. Walls are handy. We like walls. And then inhale, untwist, and step your right foot down. And take a breath and feel. So we're going to do the same thing on the left side. If you want to rearrange yourself or move yourself in any way, go ahead and do that. And then step the left foot up. Well, check your right foot, make sure it's not turned out, and then step your left foot up. And then we take a breath. And then engage the muscles so they're strong. Roll the left inner thigh down towards the floor and wide. Point the toes towards the chair seat. Peel the toes back. Push out a little bit more through your heel. And then lasso your foot. Stand up tall. Breathe in. And then hinge forward. So everything is straight. The left leg is straight, right leg is straight, torso is straight. And it's a balance practice. And then hands can rest anywhere. Practice breathing. Left leg as straight as you can make it, Mark. Mark. Looks good, Michael. Nice, Wendy. Keep breathing. Doing good, Herb. Another breath. Furthering any amount more. And then with the next inhalation, lift yourself back up. Strap around the neck. Right hand to the left thigh, left hand to the left hip. Twist the torso left. Maybe stretch the left arm into the space of the room or to the wall behind you. Inhale to untwist. Step the left foot back down. Okay, shake out your legs. Do a little happy dance. Feel what you feel. So there's the physical sensations, maybe what you feel in your legs or your back. Maybe you're feeling emotional sensations, frustration, joy. When is this class going to be over? You know, whatever it is that you're thinking, feeling, just be present. Greet this day with all of whatever it holds. All right, standing in front of your chair, we're going to forward bend hands to the chair. Strong legs. Roll the inner thighs back and wide. Pull the belly in. Hinge forward, hands to the chair, seat. Two straight legs. Stretch your spine long. Feel steady in the way you're holding the chair. Breathe and lengthen your spine. Look forward. And as you breathe out, bend forward, bringing the crown of your head down to or towards the chair. Take 3 deep breaths in this deeper forward bend. Straight, long legs. Straight legs. Take one more breath. And then inhale, come back out of the forward bend. Place your right hand strongly in the center of the chair. Your left hand on your left hip. So you're still bent forward. We haven't stood up. Twist the torso to your left. Look to your left. Roll the left shoulder back. Now further this by pulling the right hip back in space. Keep the left hand on the hip or stretch the left arm to the sky. Bring the left hand down to the chair and the right hand to the right hip. Steady the pelvis so it doesn't twist with you. Twist the torso, lengthening first, twist to the right, and then right arm to the sky. Or keep the hand on the hip. Deep breath in. Straight legs. Breathe out, bring the hand back down. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, stretch your spine forward. Roll the inner thighs back and wide. Scoop your tailbone in and exhale, bend forward again. crown of the head to or towards the chair, hands on the chair, or if they come lower, bring them to the chair rung or to the floor. One is not better than the other. They're just where you are at. 2 straight legs. 3 deep breaths. After the 3rd breath, begin to bring yourself up. Slowly take your time, stand all the way up. Reorganize yourself. So we're going to move into tree pose Vrikshasana. Those of you who are at the wall can stay at the wall. If you would like a wall or something to hold on to, move to so there's something you can hold on to. You can always have your chair, if you're not by a wall, to hold. Stand strong on those 2 legs. And if you're standing at the wall, you can just have yourself leaning against the wall. Or you can stand sideways to the wall. So there's not a right or a wrong. There's different levels of support. Take the level of support that you need or want. Firm your right leg strong to the bone. Bend the left knee. Spin it out to the side. So this is the external rotation we did when we were sitting. It's that same action, same movement. Use your gluteal muscles to rotate a little bit more, but without turning your pelvis. Then options here. Keep the toes on the floor. Lift the toes off the floor. Use your hand to lift your foot higher. Any of the above. Good. Bring one hand to your heart. And if you feel steady, bring the other hand to your heart. If you need to hold on to something, hold on. And breathe. Balance is something we practice. If you feel steady here, I'm just giving options. Stretch your arms to the sky. If you don't feel steady, keep the hands low or keep holding on to something. Beautiful, Wendy. Take one more breath. Lower the arms and lower the left foot. And then again, take a moment to feel yourself. You know, in a way, the poses and the stretches we do are a tool to guide us to deeper connection with ourselves. So yoga, while it is all about the poses, is more about connection than the poses. So the poses are a way to get to that place of connection. So I place less emphasis on doing the more advanced version of the pose and more emphasis on what we're each experiencing connecting to. Left leg strong. Bend the right knee out to the side. External rotation. Before you lift up your foot, go back to bring awareness on your left leg and do internal rotation. So the inner left thigh is going to go back and wide, just like you had your hands and you were moving it, but you're not using your hands. Then lift up the right foot. If you're lifting it, you can also keep toes on the floor. Place the foot as you wish. And then maybe one hand to the heart, maybe both hands. Decide what works better for you on this side, because the 2 sides are also a slightly different experience. And then hands lower. If you feel steady, hands high. The lower you have your center of gravity, the easier it is to balance. So when you lift your arms up, it becomes more challenging physically to balance. And then present, where you are with the wobbling or the steadiness. Breathing. One more breath. And then exhale and release. Release the foot. Shake out the legs. Good. Well done. Turn to face your chair. We're going to forward bend one more time. The chair, you can forward bend over the chair or turn it around. Inhale, firm your legs, press down into your feet, roll the inner thighs back, tailbone down, arms to the sky, breathe in, and exhale, fold forward, supporting yourself with your hands, either high here or take them lower. Bend as you want to bend, are able to bend. Breathe in deep. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in again deep. Breathe out slow. Press down into the 2 feet. Lift yourself back up. Okay. And with the back of the chair facing you, move the chair towards the center of the room so that you have space behind you on your mat. That's what the gong says when I push my blanket and it hits the gong. Okay. Has a mind of its own, that gong. All right, so standing tall, holding the back of the chair, shift the weight into the left foot, lift up the right foot, and step it to the very back of your mat. Bend your left knee. So you're in a lunge. And maybe you need to move your chair a little further forward so you have a little bit more room behind you. Kathy, I'm thinking a little further forward for your long legs. Yeah. Take a breath in. Step the right foot forward, just toes tapping down. And then step the right foot back again, lunge. A little further maybe. Step forward, tap toes. Step the right foot back again. Take the right arm to the sky. If you're steady, also left arm. Otherwise, keep the left hand on the chair. Take a deep breath in. Bring both hands back to the chair. Tap the toes forward last time. Put the foot down. Stretch the legs straight. Lift up the left foot. Slowly step it way back. Now, internal rotation of your left leg. Left inner thigh rolls up towards the ceiling. That levels the pelvis a little bit more. Tap left toes forward. And step the left foot back again, lunge. Tap the left toes forward. Step back again, hold. Left arm up. Right arm up also is an option. You're doing beautiful, Tamara. Keep breathing. Reach a little bit more. Yes! Hands down. Step forward. Well done. Lift up the right foot. Step the right foot back. So we've been doing this forward and back thing, holding on to the chair. I'm going to invite you to hold on less to the chair, or not at all to the chair. So we're just furthering. So tap the right toes forward, step the right foot back. Tap the right toes forward, step back, tap forward, step back, one or both arms to the sky. Take a deep breath in. We're going to twist to the left, arms out to the sides. The right hand can hold the chair. Untwist both arms up. Step the right foot forward, hands up or down. Straighten the legs. Lower the arms. Well done. Second side. Left foot up. Left foot back. Tap left toes forward. Tap left toes back. Left toes forward and back. Forward. Back and hold. One or both arms up. Deep breath in. Twist to your right, arms wide. Untwist. Step forward. Straighten the legs, reach the arms down. So what we're doing with the tapping is when you're stepping your foot forward and back, really all your weight is in your other leg. And that's what we do when we walk. When we walk, one foot is completely off the floor as we take the step. The other foot is completely off the floor as we take the step. So this practice is practice for walking. It's practice for life. It's trusting that our bodies can manage one foot, all the weight on one foot, then all the weight on the other foot, then all the weight on the other foot. So shake out your legs. And then take a seat back on your chair, facing towards me. And taking both hands to your right leg, roll the inner thigh in, pull the sit bone out wide. So big internal rotation of your right leg. Same on the left leg. This is a recommended thing to do when you get in your car after class, is internally rotate, because otherwise everything is externally rotated and gets very tight in the low back. With that internal rotation, hands on your thighs, lift up through your spine. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And back to the counting. Counting 4 to inhale, 6 to exhale. Do not advise doing this while you're driving, but do advise doing it when you're home and you just need some steadiness to reconnect with yourself. 4 inhale, 6 exhale. Feeling your feet on the floor, hands on your thighs, buttocks on the chair. Life, present, here. I give thanks for arriving safely in a new dawn, for the gift of eyes to see the world, the gift of mind to feel at home in my life, the waves of possibility breaking on the shore of dawn, the harvest of the past that awaits my hunger, and all the furtherings this new day will bring. Open yourself with gratitude for this day. Just because. Join your palms together in front of your heart, and we'll chant one Om to close our practice. Take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you for being in this dawn with me.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Michael. Goodbye, Wendy. Good to see you. Enjoy your vacay, Michael.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Michael.
Michael, have a good
Bye,
one.
Michael. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.